Morning, everyone. This is Pastor Kevin on our 31-day path to wisdom. Today, we're going to look at Proverbs 8. And we're going to talk about chaos in modern times. Because think about it. We're in a world that is drowning in noise right now. All the social media algorithms, all the hot takes, all the endless notifications, they clamor for our attention, straight up, each promising some fulfillment in our lives. It can be quite chaotic if you think about it. But Proverbs 8, it offers a voice that cuts through all the static. It offers wisdom. See, it's not a trending tweet. It's not a viral reel, but it is timeless. It's steadfast in calling. Listen to this in verse 1. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? Today, her invitation remains just as urgent as it was 3,000 years ago. Choose clarity over chaos, truth over trends, and life over emptiness. See, wisdom's resume is an ancient foundation for modern living. It really is. It is amazing how God wrote something 3,000 years ago that's so applicable today. Because it's not some vague concept. See, wisdom is depicted as God's master architect. It was present in creation. It weaved order into the universe. And this means that wisdom isn't just advice, my friends. It's a fabric of our own reality. To ignore wisdom is like ignoring gravity, my friends. But our culture prizes hustle over humility. It prizes shortcuts over substance. It prizes likes over integrity. We constantly chase success, but so often we find emptiness, and that's it. But wisdom whispers in all this. My ways are tried and true. I've been here all along. See, wisdom is not exclusive, my friends, but it does demand a choice. Wisdom stands at a crossroads. Listen to this in verse 4. To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. In an age of gate-kept knowledge, in an age of elitism, her message is radically inclusive. But it requires action. It requires that we listen, that we seek, and that we prioritize in our lives. It's a daily choice to mute the distractions out there, the voices that tell us to tune out that wisdom and tune into her. Imagine scrolling past the gossip for a moment to meditate on truth. Imagine pausing before you react in anger to try to seek some understanding. See, wisdom's not passive, my friends. It's a pursuit. You have to try. You have to work to get it. And see, the opposite of wisdom is folly. And folly has a steep price tag. Proverbs warns of this. It warns of spiritual, relational, and existential bankruptcy in verse 36. So today this plays out. We are rife with broken relationships from pride. Anxiety chasing us from our superficial goals. Regret from ethical compromises. See, my friends, wisdom isn't restrictive, it's proactive. It says, whoever finds me finds life in verse 35. The alternative here is a life adrift, chasing mirages, hoping for fulfillment. See, for Christians, wisdom is not an abstract concept. Wisdom embodies Jesus, who became for us the wisdom of God. That's actually in 1 Corinthians 30, or 1:30. He lived the perfect balance between grace and truth. He showed wisdom that culminates in relationship. Following him means that we align ourselves with the ultimate pattern of creation, where love, justice, and humility all intersect together. So how do we do this? We listen intently. We listen intentionally, too. We start mornings with scripture, not screens. Let wisdom's voice set the tone for our day. We pause before we decide. We ask ourselves, does this align with God's principles in our life? In all our choices, the big ones and the small ones. We reflect on creation. We observe the order and beauty of nature. And we're reminded of wisdom's grounding presence. See, wisdom is not a quick fix, my friends. This will not fix you tomorrow. It's a lifelong journey. In a world obsessed with the new, wisdom offers something ancient, but it's unchanging. It says in verse 18, with me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get a brand new Corvette, my friends. But it's a life of purpose. It's a life of peace. It's a life of connection with God. My friends, today wisdom calls. Will you answer? Have a great day.